I remember when I used to lie in bed, staring at the ceiling, knowing I had big plans. At night, my mind would light up with ideas, ambitions, dreaming of a better life. I'd scribble notes, feel that surge of determination, and promise myself that tomorrow would be different. And when morning came, I'd hit snooze 1 time, 2 times, until hours slipped away. Instead of seizing the day, I'd scroll mindlessly through my phone, lazy around in my room, or sink into video games. I'd skip even the basics like brushing my teeth because the thought of stepping into the day felt overwhelming. That spark from the night before? It kept fading as I let my distractions outwin my ambition. One morning, I looked in the mirror and didn't see the fighter I wanted to become. All I could see was this strange person who had slowly surrendered to distraction and looked like a failure. Then it hit me. I wasn't lazy. I was just a victim of my own decisions. The real enemy wasn't some external obstacle. It was that quiet voice inside telling me to stay in bed, to delay, to avoid change. I was at war with my distracted self, and I was letting him win. I want you to imagine this. If I forced you to make $10,000 in 24 hours, with everything you loved at stake, would you find a way? Of course you would, because when the stakes are real, you act. Yet here, in everyday life, nothing feels urgent enough. You choose comfort over growth, distraction over action. It was at that point I decided that if I was going to lose this internal battle, I'd at least know why. So what did I do? I started making small, tangible changes. Before bed, I left my phone in another room. I laid out my workout clothes. I even stuck a note on my mirror that simply said, "Fight for your future." These weren't huge, life-altering moves, but they were enough to tip the balance. There were mornings when I still stumbled. I'd sometimes miss that early push, falling back into old habits. I'd lose an hour to mindless scrolling or a round of video games. But each time, I reminded myself that every moment of action, no matter how small, feeds the disciplined, ambitious version of me. And every moment of inaction fuels the lazy, distracted me. By the way, if you got to this point of the video, you definitely relate with my story. So subscribe if you haven't already done so. Then I want you to ask yourself, when you skip that workout or lose an hour to your phone, who wins the battle? Is it the part of you that dreams of success or the part that settles for nothing? Every decision you make is a fight for your future. Now, this isn't about perfection. It's about choosing progress over excuses, even when it feels uncomfortable. It's about understanding that the war inside you is constant, but every small victory builds momentum. So here's what you need to do, starting tomorrow. Before you let the morning chaos take over, prepare the night before. Write down one clear, simple action you'll take as soon as you wake up. For example, I will write 1 paragraph for my project, or I will take a 10-minute walk before checking my phone. Make it so undeniable that your morning self has no choice but to act. And remember, this isn't a one-time battle. It's a war you fight every day. But with each morning that you choose action over distraction, you are strengthening the part of you that is determined to change your life. So, are you ready to face the battle? To choose the version of yourself that's strong, focused, and driven? The war is always inside you, but you have the power to tip the scales. If this video resonates with you, share one small action you're going to take tomorrow in the comments. Remember, the battle is real, but so is your power to change it.